Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Wherever you are in the world.
Yep, exactly.
What is this?
Oh,
Week two, Marielle? Week two or week three? Week three. Week three matchup between Tiger Watch and Crimson Marines. A pretty even matchup. Both teams sitting around um, Platinum 4 average team as far. So it should be pretty close and an entertaining one to watch.
mm, I've I haven't actually watched either one of these teams yet, so this is going to be a real good close one. I feel I don't know why, but I've heard rumors that the Crimson are the more popular version from what I've heard. So I'm going to be cheering on the Tigers. Let's go Tigers.
I will remain impartial as I am a player on one of the teams.
uh,
Currently, hopefully we beat dogs and Odyssey Silicon remain at the top of the power rankings.
yeah. Who knows? Who knows? It's always going to be good games, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, let me open the stream.
Yeah. So, between all the players, who do you feel will be one to definitely keep an eye out on?
Let's take a look. Hold on. I have some insight here. Is
Lucky.
Vasic in the lobby, Mariel?
Yep.
Um,
Botsky.
yes. They seem to be one of the highest rated main supports in the entire league, along with Maddie. Their tank player is third in tank voting. So two players
Oh
to keep an eye
wow.
on there. No real high ranked players on the side of Tiger Watch, but the SRs would indicate that this game is up for anyone, and it's going to come down to team play. We saw a match last night where there's a team that had no business taking maps off of the other team, but they did anyway through
Hmm.
superior team play.
Oh, for sure. I was watching that last night and also watching it during my lunch break today. My gosh, them matches yesterday were absolute fire, absolute incredible matches, and I'm sure tonight's not going to disappoint. And yep, and I also saw a Lifeweaver ban. Yeah, it was in the definitely saw that in the chat. So, what sort of comps do you feel these teams are going to be running tonight?
I really don't know because I'm pretty unfamiliar with these teams, but I'm seeing a lot of Lucio, a lot of Sojourn, a lot of Wu Yang. Um,
Hmm.
Weaver could come out, unusual pick. Tracer and Reinhardt. So, we could see a variety of different comps.
Yep.
This,
Yeah.
no. You'd have to give us mod. If it got auto modded, we can't see it unless you have mod. I can.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have mine on show everything. I don't know if you've been
Yeah.
around many Masters players, but every message is possible bad message.
Okay, so just remember, folks, when you go to Masters, you might see that notification pop up a lot.
The more you climb, the more you realize people don't get better. They just shoot people better. They're not better at Overwatch though.
Yep, they just know where to put their crosshair. By the way, hi JC. I see them in chat. Oh. Hi Vosk. Is it Vosky? Or Vosky?
Hello, Voxic. The main support of Tiger Watch has said hi in the Twitch chat. And Maddie.
So let's see.
So the map has not started yet, so I don't think these are actually the comps we'll be seeing.
No.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. In my case, I never talk about a comp until them doors open, because for how many times I've been tricked out by having like a Mercy Fire or something like that, and then suddenly it's like, oh, we're gonna get this, and then oh no, we're not.
And if anyone watching hears me randomly talk to someone that they can't hear, you can't hear Mighty Owl, but I might be asking them questions.
Oh.
Ooh, classic Brawl Mirror. Let's see who wins, the Overwatch 1 character or the Overwatch 2 character. You know, some say the more Overwatch 2 characters you have, the better your odds of winning. So the Rhine or Ramatra mirror, the Lucio is not out for the side of, I believe that's
Tigers.
Tiger Watch, yeah. No Lucio, so double flex support comp. But they do, will they keep the sim? No, they're gonna swap to Sombra. So a double flex support, double flex DPS look. And the Juno's AFK! The Juno's AFK, do they need a pause? Ryan's hit in early. Gonna immediately be punished by the Ramatra though. The form is forced out because of it.
Oh, the Juno's now back with us, so that's handy. They must have had a quick delay.
Dino Dan gets an early opening fight pick on Sombra, but immediately traded out by Crimson Ghost and Genji. A lot of damage being taken by... Oh, and Reese's Pieces walks out in front of the Bastion form, immediately punished for it. I was going to say early on there... Yeah, ready for Maddie.
That gun.
Taking so much aggro on the Ramatra, but it looked like the Reinhardt was going to be able to punish, but then unfortunately the mate gets caught out by the Bastion form. So the fight goes the way of Tiger Watch. Or excuse me, of oh my god, what's the other team? Crimson Marines. W casting. Bastion form early, Maywall in response.
Yep.
Hunter just a slow build. Piku pin straight at the Bastion! May block must have been forced early. Reese's Pieces goes down again early on the May.
Yeah, I actually thought that Bastion was going off the map then.
Mini Coyotes, pressured early on by Crimson Ghost. Oh, and they're able to get the pin off the map! If Piku lives, this fight could be turnable. It's going to be hard, though, as they're very low HP, and it's a 3v1. Yeah, it's going to go in the way of Crimson Reigns. So early on, 3 fight lanes early here for Crimson Marines. And we're not seeing any comp adjustments coming out from Tiger Watch. So there must be a comp they're comfortable on. Let's see how they adjust going forward.
They might be playing with their more comfortable heroes from the looks of it. So hopefully they'll be able to use their
big shatters, 2 players down.
Mega
he comes
shatter.
out though. Lucio's pinned. Annihilation to respond. And they lived through it. No. Tiger Watch's main source of healing going down at an unfortunate time as Maddie just walks through the Reinhardt of Piku.
And that poor Juno is staggered out. It's going to take a little while for them to come
If they're
back.
able to touch, though, they have a large ultimate economy. The Sombra is not set up to touch. They need to touch, though. And they get it at the last second. Big EMP, 3 players hit. Juno comes out, 2 Crimson Ghost, immediately trades out the Sombra. Now it's a big old fight. Looking like it's going in the way. Ice block forced. Tiger Watch still able to hold on. And they get the flip, finally. But they're up against a big ultimate economy of Blade, Bastion, and Kitsune Rush. But they do get the late stagger onto Noir's Bastion. And so a little bit of a positive coming out of that is, you know, they get the stagger, they'll get it at least to 30% before the next fight. But they need a big, and they go early with Badger's Kitsune. They need to get a kill quick. Suzu Force, now's the time. Will they be able to secure the kill here? And Badger gets a 2-tap on a Zoe, cross map. Immediately traded by Noir, though. Both teams down their Fury.
And now comes the Genji Blade. That's one Juno down.
Big shatter!
Are they able to touch in time?
I do not believe so. No, a valiant effort there by Piku, building up those 2 shatters quick, but it just seemed like the early picks onto the DPS, especially the Mei, is really tough to contend with. It's hard to get any momentum going when you're constantly on the back foot and having to force trades with your ultimates, and sometimes that'll cause the ultimate economy to fall steeply out of favor.
Yep, so from the looks of it, Tigers are actually changing their comp up a little bit. With the Sombra coming
Baptiste
out
instead of the
and,
Kirko.
yeah, and the Soj. Oh, Sim.
TP out.
Probably for just
They're swapping.
TP.
Onto the Soj. So a little bit better range pressure for Tiger Watch now. See how they're able to utilize it.
But they've definitely got the, as I would call it, the strategy of the short, medium, and long range. So with the Ryan and the Mei being quite short range, the Soj being like medium to long range, and the Baptiste being a medium range. And they've got that nice little mixture between all the different compositions of Brawl and Poke. So they should be able to do a little bit more with it.
Crimson Ghost, very good early play, whittling down the HP of both Mid Coyotes Juno and Dyna Dan's Sojourn. Able to follow up once they very patient play from them too. They waited for their cooldowns to come back, and then they committed it. I'm not seeing enough early. The rotations from Tiger Watch have not been early enough. They're getting punished for it.
Very much. The Bastion forms out. Mabel's out.
Big pin.
Oh,
Well, misses getting off the map though. Maddie's in a dangerous spot though. Lamp out. Will the Maddie be able to survive as the form ends? They will escape with their life. Badger falls off the map, unfortunately. That's tough.
that's unlucky. Very,
Piku
very
doing
unlucky.
everything they can here. It's just not enough. They need the support. They're doing a good job getting the Ram form out and then evading, getting walked down by the enemy's Bastion and Ramatra. but the team is just not able to follow up on those cooldown exchanges.
May trying to get out there, hopefully. Ah, oh, unlucky. Reese's Pieces, not getting out. Dying to the Ram.
Bostic helping the Genji on the side angle. And Maddie's gets the best of Kiku. Again, we're seeing another fight where the Mei falls down first, and it makes it really difficult. You can't utilize the Mei Wall's utility against the enemy Ramatra, and it makes it really difficult to, you know... And that's harmful to your ult economy, too. Mei ult's a quick building ult, and we still haven't built one yet as the round nears an end.
Yeah, they've only got, like, roughly 3 seconds. There's the Mei Wall. Ice block.
This round's over.
That's evil. That's evil. Window with Bastion turret. There's no way of surviving that. That's well done to Crimson. They played well there.
And that was a tough first match if you're
that was
Tiger
tough.
Watch. I wonder what adjustments go forward for this team, as you know, clearly I think the Reinhardt can work, but there needs to be more follow-up from the DPS. We need to be using our cooldowns and our utility from the Mei in particular to actually, you know, punish the Ramatra. As the Ramatra is trying to, every time the Rein gets up to them, they pop form and try to walk them down. If the Mei is able to wall the supports off from the Ramatra, it could easily, they could be able to melt the Rein, or the Ramatra, or force a ton of support cooldowns. And it just didn't see that happening, as the Mei gets first pick 5 different times in this control map. You know, in control, you get, you know, every round, it's, you know, each team has to win, you know, something like 3 or 4 team fights. You don't get that many opportunities, and if you're first picked 5 times, that the favor swings heavily to your opponent.
Oh, very much so. Especially if you're picked out first. First, it can cause a lot of pressure on your own team to try and hold that position and trying to push forward if they're a person down. It can be very, 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 very rough.
So now Tiger Watch will get an opportunity to pick their preferred map. That's almost always the advised choice. You know, banning, you know, unless the enemy team has a one trick and you're in like a map 5 situation, or you're on a must-win map for whatever reason, there isn't really a good time to ban a hero instead of picking a map. You want to, there's just more maps that you can bend to your playstyle, as opposed to, you know, say you ban Ashe. Well, they're just going to play Sojourn. Sometimes it's almost always better to take the map pick as opposed to first hero ban.
I always feel like having the map advantage can definitely push you in the right direction, because as you can play to your favorite comp, your favorite like places where you've actually practiced and learned and been able to play with your team, so you know where you want to go as a team, you know how to play the map, you know how to progress through the map. If you just ban a hero, like you said, there's so many heroes. I think it's like, in the whole game, I think there's like 44 heroes, if I remember correctly. 45. It's something like that. And
it's something like that. We could have someone count. We could ask the chat.
Yep. Well, to be honest, I should really know this. I've actually done the challenge of getting a win on every hero, so yeah, not that was a difficult challenge. But yeah, it's, as you said, there's so many different heroes that you can switch to, so definitely the map choice. So I wonder where they're going to be taking us.
I thought it was 2 maps for Biobreak, Mighty Owl. I saw a funky rule. We were reading the rule book yesterday because, you know, unfortunately we did have that situation where we needed to figure out what the rules said about it all. But we found a rule. Yeah, it said 90 seconds, but only if your team is being casted.
Mm-hmm.
You have 90 seconds. Yeah, yeah. Not something you need to enforce.
Havana's third winner.
Yeah.
So we're off to Havana nighttime.
Havana. So they must favor
Havana,
these
na, na,
long-range
na.
maps. Maybe they have a couple good hit scans on their team, but we'll see what Crimson Marine's response is with a ban here.
Oh, I do hope they've got a widow. Please have a widow. Please don't ban the widow. That's coming from a
I
widow main, guys.
I think at this level, Widow's I don't want to say a waste of a ban because, we saw Ant last year put on some good performances on Widowmaker, but Ant and Burger, but there isn't it's an inconsistent hero, and at this level it's not too scary. So maybe something more along the lines of a Freya ban
Oh,
if they
first
don't want to
ban
play
coming in is a Sigma ban.
Sig ban. Okay. So we'll probably see a D. So they have to. So Crimson Marines clearly wants to avoid the long,
It's
drawn
in
out poke
between Stoke
battles.
and Roadhog. Up the top. So who is Tigers going to choose to ban? They've taken away the Sigma, so maybe the Freya, like you said.
Maybe. But if you're playing for Havana, part of me thinks you wouldn't really want to play Havana without a Freya player. Certainly without a good hit scan player, you're not going to want to go to Havana. It's one of those long range maps where those ranged heroes can really just take over the game.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Well, especially if they hold a really nice angle, they can just keep that one line down the road that makes it almost impossible to break through half the time. And you need something just like maybe like a tracer. Oh, there goes my main. It's a Widow
Widow
Bane.
is gone. So they want to play the poke map, but they don't have a Widow player. I mean, not too terribly uncommon. There's a difference between a good Widow player and a good hit scan player.
That is very true. Very true. This should be very, very interesting.
Traveling to Havana. Initiating match.
I do doubt we're going to be seeing one of them.
A wrecking ball, yeah, I doubt it too. But with the Sig ban, these teams that like to play Havana, it's once Sig is banned, it might throw a wrench into their plan here. And not many teams, especially on the maps they like to play, they may not practice multiple comps. And with the Sig ban in effect,
Mm.
maybe they're not practiced on any different compositions or heroes. So we could see Tiger Watch struggle even on their own map pick here if they were intending to play Sig in the first place.
Mm.
What?
Oh, yeah.
What I do?
Basically, who crashed to you crashed and paused the game.
How did I do that? I don't know what I don't know what I don't know what Dino I did to Dino Dan.
I know it's going to sound funny, but the one composition that I would love to see once again on this map is the Thorough Mercy. Good old Pharmacy. Great for spawn holds here on this map. Haven't
Anything
seen
could
one
work
of them
here.
in a very long time.
Although we are going to see a BAP come out, so a very traditional comp coming out from Crimson Marines. Although they will struggle to heal their Echo with this Baptiste comp. So they've opted for the double hit scan comp for Tiger Watch, but they're going with Orisa, maybe in place of Sigma. Who really knows? We don't know if they were going to play Sigma or not. But Maddie's going to have a little bit of a tougher time walking through their enemy tank now that the enemy tank is on Orisa. So we'll see how they utilize this unconventional Echo Bastion. Although we do have a Freya on the field, so anything is possible.
I was going to say Echo Bastion?
Or
I didn't see a Bastion.
Echo BAP.
Oh, Echo Bat. Right, yeah, gotcha.
Badger's got a good long sight line. They're nice and safe. Got a
Oh,
good place
that's
to
a
nade that
nice
corner.
angle.
And the big nade lands on Lucio. Can they capitalize? Unfortunately
That was
not.
absolutely huge. That was a huge nade, which was thankfully not followed up.
Crimson Ghost falls low, and they're die to the Ana. I was seeing, we switched to the spectator POV, but I was seeing Crimson Ghost getting a little bold with their positioning, maybe not noticing where the Ana was. That's a no fall off hit scan character. You have to respect that Ana sight line, especially when they're unpressured. Maybe a little bit of. I doubt they'll make the same mistake twice here, but Tiger Watch has set himself up pretty well on a multitude of angles here that are going to make it hard to walk on.
It's going to be very, very interesting on how they're going to try and push this corner. Because like you said with Diana having that no fall off, Ana's being really
goes wide.
scary.
This Kiriko keeping the Ashe nice and healthy. It's really hard for them to push, and they already have Kitsune Rush available. And they fall before they get a chance to use it. How unfortunate. But that Ana healing still available. The advantages that a double flex support comp provides is that extra level of healing. And they're able to sustain through it all, despite getting two
Always
really
forward.
strong picks.
Never back.
That was a nice shot by the Hanzo there, getting the Echo to half. Ooh. That was really close with the Freya shot there. And now comes
And
the
Dino Dan
dragon.
will fall. A little bit of arrogance there by Dino Dan. Not backing up as the whole team. Now we'll see the Nano come onto the Orisa. Will they use the ult with it too? Big ult gets Noir. Traded 1-for-1. Piku falls low though. Beat comes out by Vosic. Fleet goes wide into the shield. It looks like this fight's gonna go the way of Crimson Marines.
Oh, they didn't get that ult out.
An
But to be honest,
expensive
that's
one
what they
though.
needed.
They do get Nano out, but they do ultimately have to use. Oh, they're gonna get a recontest here. They get a little arrogant in the spawn, and now Piku's able to touch again. That's a disaster if you're Crimson Marines. You had that in the bag, and trying to greed the stagger kills, you end up losing the fight in the end. And a great shot on the Vosic. This has gone from good to bad to worse for Crimson Marines here.
It's definitely Tigers are showing why they're actually here, why not to underestimate them. They're really pulling it out at the moment. really
And they've got a good ultimate economy. They'll be able to get that Kiriko ult. Oh, good Suzu coming from the Coyote. Bob onto the point. Kitsune rush onto the point. Let's see what gets done here with these big ultimates out. Sleep onto Maddie. Maddie falls low. Counter rush by Zoe. Will it be enough though? The Ram kind of just has to hold their arms there. Not much they can do, but they immediately get back to their Ramatra form due to the cooldown reduction of Kitsune rush.
Okay, officially that is really scary. I was going to say that is really scary seeing that Ram with the rush with just throwing fists like that. That is scary.
Oh.
Oh.
And they ultimately will be able to cap, but they had to expend a lot of ultimates they probably didn't want to have to expend.
Yes, there's definitely no ults on the field apart from the Freya ult coming in soon. And possibly Nano. I have a feeling we might see another Nano Orisa soon. Just need,
big ult onto the Ashe. Noir will get Reese's Pieces first again.
Reese's Pieces is just being locked on at the moment. They're really not letting Reese's play the game today. They're really applying pressure. And they're doing a very, very good job of it.
Piku doing their best to keep their enemy Ratra at bay, but a lot of cooldowns expended to do so. Both Spear and Fortify expended. And Orisa falls low. They need to get the Nano into their Orisa. There we go. Perfect play by the Ana on the side of Tiger Watch. Able to keep the Orisa up as they had finally expended all their cooldowns. And now they're going to be able to extend the fight from it as Crimson Marines fall very low, and Noir's able to get 2 final blows. Actually, I spoke too soon. Both the DPS of Tiger Watch going down. Bola ready for Noir, and it goes straight into the pipe. Oh no!
Oh, what a wasted! Oh,
it doesn't look like it'll matter too much. It's a quick charging ultimate and not too impactful of one.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Pulse Bomb. A good Bola can turn any fight.
Yeah, I was about to say, talking about Pulse Bombs, I've had my fair share of them where I've been winning and then suddenly Pulse Bomb comes out or a Bowler shot and then that's it.
Noir gets another first pick. This time under the enemy Kiriko. Zoe's able to get a second.
I've got you.
The staggering has just been killing Tiger Watch here, and now Piku will fall. The lack of Suzu and Kiri utility to help keep them up is just really detrimental. And Zoe's off the map.
I'm on fire.
My character, the TP on a wall climb, is off the map, but you know, it happens. It happens.
Probably just didn't have the hand strength to keep going.
I guess so.
So we have a Dragon, Rush, what's Ram's ult called again?
Annihilation. Ram will come down.
Go.
Beautiful sleep though, it'll run out quickly. Oh, the Ram was immediately woken up. Piku, amazing peel for their Ana, able to keep them up through thick and thin. Badger survives. Piku keeps bothering. Oh, but the favor is not returned. They are not able to keep up Piku through all that aggro. I think we need a swap here.
Piku literally just put his life on the line for Badger there. Oh, out comes a D.Va. They're gonna try and
Hopping onto the D.Va. Nano onto the D.Va. Can Piku get something done here? Crimson Ghost already has the bomb ready. Surprisingly does not throw it into the air, but it does get two. Oh, only one. Well, the other kill is the Bob. And this is just going to be a cleanup job for Crimson Marines. Just another tough, you know, third point Havana. One of the toughest points in all of Overwatch to attack, but still, they're able to get it done here.
Yep, still with 16 seconds to go. Oh, Tigers have definitely got their work cut out here. They're going to have to really play on point and make literally no mistakes. This is going to be really, really tough on them.
Ready for battle.
I will admit, these matches are definitely not. That it's actually been closer than what I thought they were going to be honest. They are, both sides are playing really well.
It is just tough. Marines are able to snowball, and they're not capitalized. The mistakes the Marines make have not been capitalized on in a large capacity here by Tiger Watch.
I know I don't always like to predict a comp, but is that a 76 I see?
That is, again, they're sticking with the Hanzo. Not sure about the Hanzo pick or the Hazard pick. The Hazard's just going to take so much damage on the walk-up. And, you know, the Ana's on the enemy team, too. They're going to get slept, antied. This is going to be really tough for Piku to make work. But maybe they feel like they can have a little bit more solo carry potential on the Hazard here. Crimson Ghost finding an early pick on the side angle against Reese's Pieces.
There goes the
Noir
fray.
able to get out. Maybe one of the buggiest abilities in the game, Hazard Wall Climb. Again, fails on Piku there. Man. Able to turn it around here. Again, we see Crimson Marines getting the first pick and then not finding a way to stabilize. And look at that. Crimson Marines, or excuse me, Tiger Watch was pushing the cart the entire time this was happening. And so they're going to, you know, it's going to be a really tough second touch here for Crimson Marines.
They've got dragons. Dragons are coming out. Bowler.
Crimson Ghost falls early. Noir falling low too. Maddie not taking too much aggro on the point here. Gets slept. Will they get the anti out too? Maddie gets antied, but they hold their form. Another great play there by Piku. Maybe the Hazard pick was what they needed. They needed their tank player just to step up and, you know, hard carry here, it seems like is what's happening. Oh, and they C9! Crimson Marines step off the point and allow a free cap for Tiger Watch.
That was a very
Wow,
good lesson.
I was not expecting to see a C9 from these teams.
Now they're keeping up the pressure. Piku already deep in the second point here, controlling the high ground on this Hazard.
He's really gone deep.
Good shot by Dino Dan. Get the Ezreal half. Oh, but he's gonna immediately be punished for it. Piku falling very low once again. They don't really have too much support. Will they get to safety? It looks like they will.
Yeah.
They need to get healed up there though. Maybe they're just buying time for their Hanzo to return, but the soldier falls while their Hanzo is returning. It seems like there's a miscommunication going on. Piku's going in while the rest of the team is backing up, waiting for the Hanzo to return.
Yeah, there's definitely a bit of miscommunication here. They need to really regroup and come back.
Hazardol comes out, catches Maddie and Vosic. Maddie's able to sustain through it. Vosic not so lucky.
Echo used update to get dragons.
Piku falls, and this fight goes in the way of Crimson Marines. So after a really good first point from Tiger Watch, the map has kind of swung back in Crimson Marines' favor here.
Yeah, they just need to regroup and basically like have a refresh and then go again. They're both teams are playing really well. Out comes the Diva.
Like I said, you know, maybe their Sigma was banned. Diva's another good option. And Reese's Pieces gets Crimson Ghost after a great nano by Badger, or excuse me, anti-nade by Badger. lot of Tiger Watch players low. Piku actually loses the mech again after the both teams seem to be struggling to hold on to their advantage after a first pick.
Let me help you with that.
Wow. What a match. It's crazy how it's just gone from like
Why have we stopped?
where Tigers were having all the advantage on first point to this second point, them just seem to be slowly falling apart. The communication's gone right off. You can see that.
A little bit of a stalemate between Reese's Pieces and Noir.
It was going to be like whoever blinks first. But I hate to say it, but I've had my money on the Freya. Yeah.
And there's the power of the Freya. Quick 2-tap and it's over.
Yeah.
Maddie
Freya
lags out during mid-annihilation. They keep lagging out. Oh no! Bomb forced by Piku, but they're gonna die for it. Not a great time to use bomb. Your whole team is dead. You're immediately, you know, even if you are able to get back in that mech, you're not gonna be able to. Yep.
Wow, Maddie just told us she was at 700 ping. Trust me, being from the EU, playing on NA servers, I know that feeling too well, and it is scary. Especially when you're mid-game.
Especially when you're mid-ult.
Yeah, very much so.
Reaching peak performance.
Coffee on the
And it looks
soldier.
like another map going in the way of Crimson Marine.
Crimson.
Second point hold here
Wow.
after what looked to be a promising start for Tiger Watch.
Yeah, that was a very, very...
Play of the game.
It's just a real shame for Tigers, because that first point, they were so clean. And they came in, they got the job done, and they even got the C9 in on them. And then suddenly, second point comes in, and it was like Crimson Marines were like, no, we're not having this. We see 9 there, we're coming back. And it was like the whole communication on Tiger Watch, it's just vanished. They just need basically like a refresh and has to basically clear their minds, re-talk, re-strategize, and then come back. Like, I definitely feel Tiger Watch is definitely a... I don't know why, but I feel like this may still go to a 5-map banger. I still have that feeling for some reason.
I
It
wish
might
I
just
was
be
as
me.
hopeful as you.
I may just be wishful thinking, but it would be lovely to see them like just bring it back, or even just getting like maybe a map of Crimson to say like, yes, we are here. It would be absolutely amazing for them. Because they've had a few bad run-ins recently, so it'd be nice for them to basically say like, yeah, we can do this. We are a team that you can look at.
Yeah, I have a question for Mighty Owl.
Uh-oh.
I know there was one team registered for the plat bracket before it was cut. Which team was it? Oh, did they just pull out? Okay. What
Wow.
were the others? Yeah, I was gonna say I think it was Tiger Watch. Hmm. Just coins only. It's a lot of coins though.
Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully, you're all refreshed and ready for even more Overwatch action.
But before that action, we have to get our hero bands in. Tiger Watch, in the meantime, has picked Blizzard World as their potential last map in this match. I haven't seen a comp out of Tiger Watch yet that would make me believe that they are a strong Blizzard World team. This is a dive map. Do not let anyone fool you. This is a dive map. You need to control those high grounds on first and second point. Maybe third point's a little bit more brawl oriented, but second and first point, you definitely need to control those strong high grounds, or else the hit scans will just rain down shot after shot onto your team. So let's see how Tiger Watch utilizes their map pick here.
So, from the looks of it, Crimson have gone for a Hanzo ban, and they have decided to go defense to begin with.
So clearly they were a little, they weren't a fan of, I believe it was Dino Dan's Hanzo on the last map.
I will say Dino was definitely hitting some quite incredible shots.
Mighty Hall, can you mute our mics for a second?
So the games are going pretty
It goes pretty one-sided, but
interesting.
honestly,
Pretty interesting, but very one-sided.
Are we on a delay? They responded to our answer like instantly, Mighty Owl. Maybe it's just maybe they have telepathic powers.
Yeah.
Oh, you said going. I like totally missed that. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I wonder where.
So we've got a Hanzo ban and on defense from Crimson Marie and Crimson Maries, and Tiger Watch have banned the Ramatra.
What was the ban by Crimson Marines?
Hanzo.
Okay. That makes a little bit of sense. Dino Dan was putting in some work on the Hanzo. And I don't know, this map, although I would argue is a dive-oriented map, you can get some value on a character like Hanzo, making those sightlines oppressive, as there are quite a few longer sightlines on this map, particularly on first point, making that walk-up extremely difficult if you don't rotate properly as a team.
Oh, very much
so. I'll be very surprised if, especially from the attacking team, we don't see a Lucio.
Yeah, I'm just very, very curious to find out what Dino's gonna play.
Dino on the Sojourn. It looks like there's some. They don't really know what they're gonna play. Couple people on Tiger Watch, not really sure what they want to select. Reese's Pieces still hasn't selected, and they're opting for the Symmetra. Unconventional comp, but it can work. The sim pick can work here if they're able to rotate as a team onto the high ground with the sim TP. And instead of a Lucio, they've opted for Mint Coyote to play the Juno here. you know, less consistent speed boost, but you do get increased healing. You get the torpedo value and a very strong ultimate in orbital ray.
Very much so. So it definitely looks like Tiger Watch is going for more of a brawly comp here with the Ryan, Reaper, Symmetra, and Crimson Ghost has just
Quick
taken...
pick on the Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, that was
Maybe,
quick. I was literally just saying about the sim and then suddenly, poof, gone.
I have heard some things about the Maddie Diva, and this could be a scary matchup for Tiger Watch here.
Yep, but they're definitely, looks of it, they're trying to take that high ground.
Reaper TP's onto the backside high ground. Dino Dan slimes out Zoe. Oh my goodness. And now the beam charges up. Maddie is just taking a ton of damage from 700 HP to 200 in a matter of seconds. And the Reaper is going to look to finish off that mech, and Maddie is D-mech ultimately by Dino Dan.
Like I said, Tiger Watch is definitely coming back. They're really playing under pressure here. Especially with that Sim Reaper together, is an absolutely deadly DPS lineup.
Maddie! Oh my god, Noir catches Mint Coyote sleeping on the cart. Oh no! And they'll get a second. He's trying to pin out. Will they be able to? Is the Mega there for them? It is. Maybe they'll be able to survive through this.
Oh, but
it looks like they'll give up on the kill. No, interesting strategy here, but for the Ryan comp, it looks like they're gonna hard force this point, the cart as a team, and look to probably sim TP onto the high ground and just run down the backline of Crimson Marines.
I will say, when you do this sort of comp, you do need really, really good communication. And Noel, no, I can never pronounce the name. Noel. So just took Richard Noir. Sorry, he took
it's
out.
French. No one knows what it is.
Took out Reese's Pieces with a beautiful railgun, fully charged up.
Even fight here, 4v4.
But still
and Vosik is one-tapped by the Diva boosters, rockets, and Juno torpedoes. Noir in a good position, maybe pop the overclock, but it looks like they'll save it for next fight. Oh, and Reese's Pieces escapes with what looks to be... Oh, never mind. Vosik finishing the kill. My Juno taking the job of the Tracer player.
Very much so. Who needs a Tracer when you've got a Juno?
When you've got Vosik on the Juno.
Yeah.
Noir taking a lot of aggro, trying to control that left side lane.
So I wonder how they're going to try and push this. Oh, looks like they're going to be taking the left side. Reese's Pieces is about half on the 76 now. And huge
big
shatter
by Piku. The sleep lands and the Juno ult. Here comes the Diva buff. Will Piku shield his team? Noir finds a pick on the Badger though. Pin back onto Maddie. Taking a lot of damage. That new mech instantly melted. Piku doing everything they can to keep the team on their back here. Pinning in, looking for the Juno, controlling as much space as possible. Shield burnt down though. Hopefully the supports can keep them up as they now look to force cart. The Diva surviving out of mech though, a rare sight. Crimson Ghost gets Reese's Pieces. As the Diva, 13% left to mech and they die. No one's pushing the cart though.
I am the junk of
Looks like Piku's gonna swap off the Reinhardt onto Junker Queen.
Area denial.
Interesting choice for this one. Going for the Queen comp here. But I think it's because they're so close
by
to
Noir.
Yeah,
maybe a premature ultimate by Noir 99 here. No one really in sight to shoot at with this overclock. Kind of just one ult down for nothing. And we see Mint Coyote's Juno Ray come out. Big nade lands for Zoe. That is what they've been doing all night, by the way. Zoe has been a presence on the Ana and the other flex support characters. And a 3-man anti shuts down one of the best ultimates in the game.
That is absolutely incredible. Like I said, I had a feeling Tigers were going to come back, and they really are coming back in this one.
It seemed like a great couple plays by Piku and Mint. It seemed like a couple good plays there from Noir, or excuse me, from Crimson Ghost and Zoe. But Dino Dan able to get it done on the Reaper with the 3K. You know, even after Zoe landed that 3-man anti into the Juno Ray, they're able to pull through and get the fight win here.
That is really amazing to see.
Noir opening pick on a Dino Dan. How will they adjust here? As no real super powerful ultimates on the board, especially into the Diva. That Visor's going to be hard to use, and they won't get the chance as Noir finds a second on the Lucy pieces with the headshot. Shout forced out. Maddie falls low. Mech is in dire condition, but Zoe once again in the perfect spot to carry their tank.
Wow, Zoe is really putting in the main support player here. They've been absolutely on top of Maddie. They keeping them up, throwing in their nades. Incredible. Absolutely.
I'm sure if we looked at the stats too, that Zoe would have maybe not an insane amount of damage, but yeah, just enough damage to make the enemy DPS like wary of the Ana's positioning. But more than that, the big nades should say and the awareness to know they have Juno ult or know they have ultimates, know what angles they want to take, and have that nade ready to shut down their rotations has been good. Visor popped here by Reese's Pieces, gets Crimson Ghost almost immediately. A second on the Vosik. Badger gets Zoe too, and it's looking bad. Maddie probably going to save the Diva Bomb here for last touch. Smart play from the tank player on Crimson Marines, knowing they're going to have another touch here. And they won't catch the wave respawn though. That is tragic. Big nade. Bunch of ults come out. Wu Yang ult in response to Ray and Nano. Piku was in the spawn room. And Piku falls getting a little overzealous there.
Cybernetics regulated.
So I'm not actually 100% certain who that Nano got onto there by Zoe, but I mean, good that they got it out in time. I'm gonna have to guess it got on a Crimson Ghost there. Actually, I'm 100% positive on a Crimson Ghost there because I heard the systems enhanced voice line. Badger TP's in. Oh, swap onto the Kiriko. Immediately dies though to the charged railgun of Noir. Dino Dan gets through. It's an even fight. Maddie's smart play earlier to hold on to that Diva Bomb, paying dividends as they will prevent Tiger Watch from being able to full cap this to Blizzard World.
Wow, what a way to roll up Blizzard World. Now let's see what Crimson Marines can do on their attack.
You know, it can be tricky when you're running these double flex support comps the way the Crimson Marines are doing. You know, you only have one tank to heal, and that's the primary way you're going to charge your flex support's ultimate, but they're making it work. Zoe and Vosik have figured out a way to split up the angles and divvy up the healing to not only tank to the tank, but also support their DPS and create these off angles, making it hard for Tiger Watch to really navigate this map, especially with the Junker Queen Reinhardt comps they've been on, and Piku swapping it up here with the Orisa. And the early look here we're getting from Maddie is the rare 2026 Winston Overwatch.
Winton? And am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? Is that a Widowmaker?
I'm guessing just for an early shot here. Probably gonna go for a grapple swap and then get out of there, but you know, anything's oh, Lifeweaver. I'd argue that's more interesting. The Weavers. Oh, there we go. There it is.
Yep.
Just a pullback to spawn.
Yep.
They're back on the Ana. Zoe, confident on the Ana. They're going to run the ultra aggressive, somewhat really old backline of Ana Lucio. Before we had Brig, we had Lucio. And we're gonna see some 2018, or excuse me, some 2017 Overwatch here with the Winston Ana Lucio comp.
Well, I actually wasn't around for that when that was a comp, so that's quite
You're not in charge
quite
anymore.
interesting
Neither was
to
I.
see it.
Neither was I, Matt. But I'm a bit of a historian, as people say.
Ah,
Oh my gosh, Noir, good for 2 immediately. Counteracting Noir's early pick launches Zoe, the primary source of healing on Crimson Marines. Noir turns around a fight they shouldn't have won, and it'll be in a first fight, first win for Crimson Marines, capping this first point of Blizzard World, a more defensively oriented map. This is a really bad situation for Tiger Watch to be in.
oh for sure.
Piku
but
swapping over to that hazard.
what happened in that fight? First everyone was there, next thing I know, everybody was gone.
Mighty how it keeps us in suspense. We're getting some good camera angles here.
Oh, very much so.
Crimson Ghost pressured early, but Piku falls too low. Dino Dan able to just melt down the hazard, rounds out of armor to really defend himself from those pellets of the Reaper shotguns. As many people know, shotguns aren't good into armor, but once that armor's gone, the Reaper can kind of run free, and got close to the tank, instantly melted him. Here, ready player Maddie bringing back some good ult charge for their Ana player, who is a little bit behind at the moment, but now that they fed him a good 600 HP, they got nice and caught up. Crimson Ghost goes down to Reese's Pieces, who's holding a good angle on the right side. Piku very low, but they're able to survive with the help of Defense Matrix. Diva, extremely broken hero.
Zoe's really low. Zoe's really low here, and Dino Dan has just taken him out.
No ultimates expended in this fight, where both teams had a... take it back. At least Crimson Marines had a pretty solid ultimate bank to choose from there, and they elect not to use any. Very smartly, Crimson Marines don't use any ultimates, and actually not smartly, as they now have let their opponent, who's behind on ultimates, catch up a little bit.
It's going to be really difficult for this Echo to be up in the air with that 76.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
The copy comes from Crimson Ghost. Immediately the Diva mech melted in the copy. They get mech back. Oh, the copies killed 2. Great target focus and focus fire by Tiger Watch. Maddie takes the brunt of that Diva bomb though, unfortunately, and is gonna have to retreat, but they aren't able to. Dino Dance pressure too much.
Wow.
Badger. Oh wow, another great anti-nade. Badger, Zoe's anti-nade connects to both Dino Dan and Badger without Suzu. Great timing on anti-nade. We've been seeing a phenomenal Ana performance out of Zoe today.
Wow.
Especially in this
Zoe has
unconventional
really good-
backline.
I know, Zoe's been playing so well this game. In fact, in all three matches that we've seen tonight, Zoe's been really on par with their shots.
I am biased as an Ana player, but I've been seeing Maddie make some really aggressive and, maybe some mistakes here and there, but their flex support has been bailing them out. The flex support has been landing the big nades through things like Diva Defense Matrix, and it's been just impressive to watch. Zoe, another anti-nade landed onto Reese's Pieces, and Noir follow up. Oh, Reese's Pieces gets the best of them with the help of the healing station. That high ground, such a powerful position to be.
It is a very, very strong position at this point. Especially for for Reese's Pieces, just being able to sit there and apply pressure down that one lane, it's going to be really difficult for them to push through.
Window at the ready for the side of Tiger Watch. And immediately the window in
oh.
response, but Maddie blocks it with the use of Bubble. Dino Dan, 1 HP. Nico pops OC. Will they be able to get anything? Piku DMAX. Crimson Ghost gets 2 with the copy remake. Disaster for Tiger Watch. It looks like they'll be able to get another touch though. What ults will they come back with? They'll come back with Visor, maybe Reaper. Dino Dan, huge trade on the Crimson Ghost. Will they be able to get back there? Badger bails them out with the Suzu. And the help of the defense matrix from Piku. Dino Dan 1 HP. They aren't able to live and they have their ultimate ready to go.
They've got just over 2 minutes to try and hold this. They're gonna need to be really starting their route.
Zoe sneaks an anti-nade through the Piku's defense matrix. Zoe lands asleep onto the ulti Reaper behind the cart. This guy's having a life performance. Although he does Dynamite Coyote's Baptiste, it looks like it's all over for the side of Tiger Watch here. Maybe Piku gets another touch with his Diva Bomb here. A little bit early, can they live? Gets Crimson Ghost, Piku, oh my goodness. And will the team be able to come back in time? Maddie kills Badger, Vosic very low. Dies to Dino Dan. Piku doing a good job holding down this point as Maddie kills Mint Coyote. Maddie very low, gets 2 though. Is it enough? They fall to Dino Dan. Noir DMX meet Piku. Crimson Ghost gets Badger and Zoe gets Piku. It's not looking good. Noir gets another. They just need to cap. It's right there. And the game is over. A thrilling end to this game.
Oh my god. That was too close.
I want to interview Zoe.
Yes.
What a game from Crimson Marines on a player. Just making it happen, making sure the Winston was able to make the plays that they needed to and punish the mistakes of Tiger Watch. And a valiant effort, particularly by Piku, to keep the team in it through that entire series, but just not enough at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't agree with you more there.
Zoe played very well. I don't really want to interview a ringer though. That is true.
Yeah.
Can I still give the MVP to them? They did play super well. I'd feel bad not giving it to Zoe.
Yeah, I was gonna say Zoe for MVP, definitely. I'm definitely saying that.
How do you feel about a Piku MVP for Tiger Watch? I felt like they were doing very well.
Believe it or not, me and you are on the same wavelength there. They played so well that coming out on all the tanks that they did to try to their best to get the wins, but shamefully it just wasn't.
Yeah, it just wasn't enough. It was not their day.
It definitely wasn't, but I could definitely see Tiger Woods come back. Maybe with a different comp, maybe with a bit more practice and that, and they could be real big contenders here.
Yeah, it's just an impressive performance from Crimson Marines. The team play superb. Piku and particularly Dino Dan, I think, did a really good job trying to keep the team in it, but it just wasn't enough.
Yep.
So it looks like we're gonna get Vosic here, but I think we're in agreement. MVPs are Zoe and Piku.
Definitely.
And if you don't give MVPs to, I guess Crimson did really well. Or excuse me, Noir 99, not the other the hit scan DPS.
Yep.
Noir. A better thing to do. Can I see their roster real quick? Let me just look at their roster. So, Ready Player Maddie, Vosic, OMG Reality, who I don't believe was here, Paradox, who I also don't believe was here, Crimson Ghost, and or no, Paradox is Noir. I'm looking at their Discord tags. So Ready Player Maddie, Vosic, Reality, who wasn't here, Crimson Ghost, and Noir. Honestly, I'm tempted to go Vosic as as the MVP, Noir or Vosic. I'm gonna let my co-caster decide though. I've been talking a lot.
Oh damn. This is difficult because as a DPS, I definitely saw some absolutely amazing shots by Noel. But like you said, Voske, is it? Voske?
Vosic.
Vosic, thank you. I'm terrible with names.
It's all right. It's all right. You haven't met
Like,
Enfer.
oh god. Yeah, and like you said, they were there to basically help Zoe out every time that Zoe was like in a bit of danger. They were just diving in, protecting them. They were doing really, really well. Oh,
Yeah. So Vosic.
yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah,
All right. So
definitely.
I guess we're interviewing their MVP. Do they know yet? Pull them in before the delay catches up. They should be in one of the voice channels, no? I just had it pulled up. I could have done it for you. Oh no.
It does help if you're looking at the right team.
Oh my goodness! If it isn't Vosic themselves. So
Hello.
we you
Hello,
have the stream
Vosic.
muted, right? You better.
Yeah, I have the stream muted. I was watching Frogger like when we're in matches.
Goodness.
So I'm not yeah, hello, I'm Bozek. I'm the main support. I this is actually my first like tournament, so I'm a bit nervous.
Oh my goodness! Don't worry. I was in your position a year ago. If LFGS is
Yeah.
everyone that played in the LFGS tournament last year, most of them have outranked this tournament. So you're in a good position. You'll be GM in a year's time.
Yeah,
Oh, for
100%.
sure.
Are you aware that you are your team's MVP?
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
We felt that we have to be honest. We did have a consensus. We felt Zoe played amazing,
Yeah.
but given that they are a ringer, we wanted to make sure
Mhm.
a rostered player got MVP. We felt your peel and your follow up was amazing. We saw, a little bit of Tracer like actions following up on some kills with torpedoes on the Juno.
Mhm. Very much
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I mean, honestly, I have to give credit to my team for giving me the chance to actually do those. Docs, Ghost, Maddie, Zoe, all of them set all of us up. We've been handling some problems here and there, but overall, I think we're really coming together as a team. And there is a bit we have to iron out, but that's only going to come with time.
So I'm a little bit. You guys ran a lot, and I mean a lot of double flex support backlines. How does that really play to your strengths? How did that come to be? Can you just give us a little insight into your team strategy there?
Yeah, usually I'm on Lucio. If I'm not on Lucio, I'm either Juno or Brig. On Havana and Blizzard, I did start off I started off with Zen. But
That's a flex
on Blizzard
support.
well. Yeah. I started out on Brig, didn't work, and then we swapped. There was also no real need for me to stick to Zen or Brig. and where they're like, okay, well, let's swap it up. Let's go Juno. And yeah, I'm a bit more comfortable on Juno than I am Zen, and I think I'm about equal for Brig. So yeah.
I have one more question before I let Matt let Matt ask his. But you guys, not to worry you here, but you guys are on the lower SR end of this tournament. What preparations need to be made for when you take on some of the more favorited teams of this tournament? We saw great potential from you guys today. The team play was great. Crimson Marine seems to have definitely figured out how to play Overwatch and not just play for maybe a DPS killing the entire lobby. You guys seem to have the team play aspect figured out. But what else do you need to lean into as you go into maybe some difficult matches later down the road?
As I say before every match, let's play our game. There is a F word in there, but I don't think that'll be too stream appropriate.
Oh, we've been
It
swearing all
just
day. It's fine.
Oh yeah, I just say, look, let's play our fucking game. It doesn't matter what's going on. If we're up or down, let's play our game. And that's what we just got to do. We got to keep playing our game. SR ultimately doesn't mean much. It's about how we as a team can organize chaos, and chaos can beat perfection any day of the week.
Beautifully said, Matt.
Yep. So, a few things that I would like to know is, have you guys got any other little secret comps coming up for like the bigger, like the higher SR teams, or are you going to stick to what you feel is best?
We're gonna stick to what we feel is best. As a team, we've been practicing comps. We've versed PPP a few times now. We even had a warm up scrim against them. So we know what's working. We know what's not working. It's just some fine tuning on our end for us to really figure out where we're gonna go with it. But other than that, it's just gonna be what we're gonna be.
Yep. And I would actually like to give you the opportunity to basically say any thanks or praises to anybody on your team, family, friends, supporters, the other team. I'm going to let this be your moment.
All right. Well, first off, I always got to thank Docs. Docs and I, we're very competitive together. Even though we play different roles, he and I do have a little bit of a competition between us. Thank you to Maddie for bringing me onto the roster for the 2026 season. And overall, I don't know if I'm okay to self-plug here, but yeah, come over and follow me at MB_Vosic. I do want to start streaming more, and I'd love to see you guys there, and also, just talk to anyone really. Like, I'm a very social player. I can mend well with most people.
Really good to hear. Well, I'll definitely make sure to try and find that plug somewhere, and I'll definitely head over there myself.
All right. Thank you all for your time, and we also got to thank our wonderful casters. Right, without them, we wouldn't have the amazing commentary that we did.
And thank you, Mighty Owl, for production, making it easy on us.
Exactly.
In my case,
Alright,
just
well-
Can't hear
thank
Mighty
that man
Owl.
he carried it. I was
I
just
just
a
talk
pretty
a lot.
face. I'm just a pretty face.
So congratulations to Piku and Vosic for great performances, and an honorable mention to Noir. Amazing performance, especially on the Sojourn.
Mhm. Very much so.
All right. Well, thank you so much,
Catch you
guys.
later.
Hopefully, you guys have a good night.
All right,
Take care.
bye-bye. It's been great casting.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mighty.
Yeah. What a great guy.